Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we are back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. We're going to finish Shadowfen today. We're just going to find one standing stone, 2 sky shards, finish 3 major locations, here, here, and here. And then we can move on to East March today. So we're definitely going to be getting there. It's just getting started and getting as much progress as we possibly can.
It hurts. Can't keep fighting. We need help. Our village is under attack.
Who's attacking you?
The swamp. My friends and I were scavenging, as we always do, when the Horvors and Stranglers went mad. There are dangers in the swamp, yes, but we've been dealing with them since we were hatchlings. Something is wrong.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but Treeminder Nexith might. He's been in Zalithics as long as I can remember. If anyone knows what's wrong with the swamp, he will. Look for the Treeminder in his hut. He's usually there, consulting with the elders or communing with the Hist.
I'll find the Treeminder and talk to him.
The sooner you talk to the Treeminder, the better. I'm not sure how much longer we can keep these creatures out of the village.
What's attacking your village?
The swamp itself has turned against us. It's the Horvar. They usually feed on small mammals. Clutches have been known to swarm sickly Wamasu. But nothing like this.
What's different about them?
They're much larger than normal and more powerful. In days past, if a rot gorge did attack an unwary scavenger, all she'd have to do to break its hold was smack it on the shell with a stick. Now the things cling until you kill them. They're mad.
Wow, that's not good.
We have to get out there, or the village is done for.
Treeminder.
Ah, the corruption. It's too strong. Who are you? If you're allied with the Daedra, I'll send you back to Oblivion screaming.
I'm here to help.
Kayak, you come at an opportune time, stranger. The Hist must have guided you. Daedric energies permeate the swamp, overwhelming the power of the Hist. I tried to commune with the spirits, but you can see from the state of my hut how well that went.
What can I do to help?
I must perform a ritual of clear sight, but I can't do it alone. I have a potion that must be placed in the ceremonial jars at the base of the stele surrounding the Zanmir. I'd ask my hunters, but most of them are wounded or fighting the beasts.
I can place the potions.
It won't be easy. When I tried the simpler version of this ritual, the Daedric force nearly destroyed me. I can't imagine it will allow you to place the components easily. Be careful in the swamp, especially around the stele.
I'll be careful. Hey, welcome to the stream.
What stirred up the bog beasts?
I don't know, but we'd better get back out there.
Go pick up this other quest. I think we can do these simultaneously.
Look out! This swamp? This is a disaster. Some scavengers are lost in the mire, and I can't spare anyone to go look for them. Any chance you can help me?
What do you need?
Zalithics relies on scavenging for its livelihood. Instead of hunting their usual prey, Stranglers now attack the scavengers.
Can't you go after them?
I'm a scavenger, not a warrior. Look around us. The Stranglers attack everything that moves, whether it can resist or not. Can you help the few fighters we have left?
I'll do what I can to help.
Be careful of the Horvors. They're the giant tick-like creatures burrowing through the muck. Usually they're a nuisance, but lately the bloodsuckers have been downright dangerous.
What about the Stranglers?
They're large, overgrown plants. When threatened, their spiny tentacles grab at you and pull you in. Even experienced scavengers can get caught by them if they aren't careful.
You lead.
Yeah, you have to be careful doing this quest because you can accidentally kill the scavengers if you have attack innocence on, and then all heck breaks loose. Oh, hold on, my brew wore off. Go ahead and place this potion. Okay, that's one. Right here. That's one rescue.
Thank you very much.
Two rescued. There's number 3.
If it helps, I'm scared too.
I keep trying to jump with triangle. I've been playing too much Final Fantasy XIV lately.
Thanks for rescuing our scavengers from those crazed plants. We could still use your help. Well, Nimble Knuckles asked me to ask for your help, if you've got time.
Help with what?
A strangler's barb hit Nimble Knuckles, and she dropped her bow in the muck. She's a bit shy about asking you directly. Please look for it. It must be in one of the trash piles.
I'll take a look for it. Oh, that was the easiest I've ever finished that quest.
Is that... Zuth! You found my bow.
I found it in a trash pile.
I thought I'd lost it forever to the mire. When you have so little, everything you have carries meaning. I erect the spine of gratitude for helping me.
Complete quest. Alright, now I've got to go put that last potion.
I heard fighting below. Are you all right?
There were Daedra near the steel.
Zuth, I should have known. The stench of oblivion permeates this bog. You placed the potions, though, I can tell. The miasma around each steely has cleared up, at least temporarily.
Can you perform your ritual?
Yes. With the power of the ancients behind me, I can discover the exact nature of our enemy. Perhaps then, we can discover how to cleanse the swamp of its foulness. Stand back. This may be dangerous. Talk to me when I'm done.
Alright.
Spirits of the bog. Creatures of nature. Show me your wounds. Reveal your injury.
Well, that didn't look like it went well.
Namira, I revere thee. Namira, I serve thee.
What are you saying?
The Daedric corruption is strong. I was nearly overwhelmed, but at last I've pinpointed the source. They attack our heart, our soul, our memories. They're attacking our history. We must free it at once.
What do we have to do?
I must stay here to keep the Daedra back. Go to the history, near the center of Zal'ithix. During my trance, I saw what they did. Namira's minions placed a relic there. It poisons the swamp.
What do I do once I get there?
Unearth the relic. It's buried at the base of a nearby stele. Once you have it, you'll need to climb the winding road to a tall ritual site that overlooks Zal'ithix. There, you should be able to use it to stop Namira's minions.
How do I use the relic?
In my vision, I saw the Dremora react to the relic. They are terrified of it, of what it can do. The same energies it uses to corrupt our history can be turned upon Namira's minions. Wield it, and you can destroy them.
Who is Namira?
Namira is the Lady of Decay, the Daedric Prince of spirits and shadows. She's the patron of vermin and squalor. She wants to extend her influence over Zal'ithix. The relic is the key to open that door, but you can use it against her minions.
Very well, thank you. Oh, I just got a friend request. I'm just going to go ahead and accept it real quick. Okay.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages.
Mortal worm, get away from there!
Namira?
You're the mortal who's
Good morning,
interfered
Crab.
with
How are
my
you?
creatures in the bog, aren't you? Don't bother to tell me your name. You won't need it if you continue to trouble me.
Who are you?
Who am I? You could not hope to comprehend my true nature, filth. Think of me as an aspect of the Lady of Decay and rightful ruler of all spirits. I claim this land and all within it. None may defy me.
What about the Argonians who live here?
Those cold-blooded primitives fell once. They can fall again. I will show them that their spirits of the Hist are pale shadows compared to me. Now, leave my hand where it lies. Abandon your foolish quest.
The stream is going well. We're getting close to being done with Shadowfen and moving on to finishing off Eastmarch. So I'm hoping that we'll get to Eastmarch before the first hour of the stream is up. So we'll see.
What help can you give them, mortal? I cannot strike you down, but my minions are more than enough for the likes of you. Even those foolish Hist worshippers recognize that. They won't even approach this part of Zal'ithix.
One of those foolish Hist worshippers said this relic will affect your minions.
What? How did he know? Mortal, if you attempt this, my creatures will overwhelm you. Nothing will stop me from taking Zal'ithix.
We'll see.
Get back You fetch.
Abandon this foolishness, and you may yet live.
Alright, we're going to the cave. No. Okay. For some reason, Mary didn't care about that. I don't know why.
My lesser minions barely slowed you down. I'm impressed. But you're too late. I've already begun the ritual. Once it ends, my corruption will spread throughout Zal-Ithix.
You forget, I have your hand. I can use it to stop your ritual.
Only if I give you time to use it. Come forth, my corruption. Be manifest and destroy this worm.
Ah, shit. Okay, come on.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Mary, you handle that. Hey, I'm sure.
I wasn't worried. Were you worried?
We win. Oh, Namira. Hope you enjoy getting smacked around.
You've done it. Namira's been defeated. Look, the miasma is clearing. A few Dremora still lurk along the road, but their hold on Zal-Ithix is broken.
How did you get these? How did you get here before me?
When you banished Namira's corruption, you allowed me to reconnect with the Hist throughout Zal-Ithix. There is still work to be done, but thanks to you, we can now complete the cleansing. Thank you. You will be remembered.
Alright, complete the quest.
The source of the corruption is gone. Our swamp is whole once more. Thank you again.
Where should I go from here?
You are welcome to stay in Zal-Ithix, of course. We've still got some cleaning up to do. I recommend you avoid the high road, though. There's still Dremora lurking there.
Any other suggestions?
You might explore outside Zal-Ithix. I understand there's some ancient ruins nearby, between here and Hismir.
Now, I will let you know that the next two quest series that we're going to be doing technically have choices in them, but I will not be making those choices I will not be having you guys help me make the choices on those. I have already completed the main quest in this area, so I have no need of the keystones. So I'm just going to go ahead and let them keep the keystones instead of taking them from them like I normally would in order to complete the main quest. Because I finished the main quest without the keystones already, and I don't need them. So I may as well let the ones that have them keep them. So. And I don't believe they're ever going to use them again. Now, it would be different if I knew for a fact that the Keystones were going to play an important role in a later DLC or something, but as of right now, they've not shown back up again, so I don't see any reason for me to keep them. If it comes down to it later on and it was important, I'll take the knock on that and just deal with it the hard way. But I don't see any reason to keep the Keystones right at this time, so...
Another visitor to White Rose Prison? This isn't exactly the main route.
Then what are you doing here?
The Vice Cannons tracked one of the long-lost Keystones to White Rose Prison. If we can recover it, this artifact would be a major boon to our war efforts. Unfortunately, the prisoners don't trust the Vice Cannons, which means they don't trust me.
Perhaps they'll talk to me.
You're welcome to try. We need that Keystone. Look for General Ritus, an old Imperial general they left here to rot. He's the prisoners' leader.
I'll go speak with him.
Hopefully the prisoners will let you in. We need that Keystone.
What can you tell me about the prison?
Very little. The Imperials built it in the First Era. When they were pushed out of Shadowfen, they abandoned it. I'm not sure why the prisoners remained. Some say they're cursed.
Is there anything I should know about the General?
He had the reputation of being honorable, at least for an Imperial. I don't know what he did to get left here, but it must have been bad. The Empire abandoned a skilled general.
What's a Keystone?
Argonian artifacts of great power. Legend ties them to various ruins throughout Shadowfen. The Vice Cannons can't let them fall into the wrong hands.
What is it?
What are you doing here? Turn back while you have the chance.
I need to see General Ritus.
You do, eh? It better be important. You'll find him in one of the ruined buildings north of here. A word of advice. Don't stray into the western side of the prison. Not unless you want to be eaten.
Eaten?
For dinner. Some of the prisoners have gone feral. Captivity with no hope of escape will do that to the weak-minded.
Thanks for the warning.
If you can stop to chat, your business must not be all that important.
Rumors say this place is cursed.
That topic is off limits for me. General Ritus might tell you about it.
Why did some prisoners go feral?
I don't know, and I figure I'm better off that way. Think about it.
What is it?
General?
What are you doing here? I have enough trouble without outsiders bringing more.
I've come on behalf of the Vice Cannons. They say a Keystone is located here.
The Vice Cannons expect our help? Where were the Vice Cannons when the Imperials left us to rot? We've been trapped here for years. Half the prisoners lost their minds and started eating the rest of us.
Why didn't you just leave?
You think we tried? My Imperial brethren used the power of your precious Keystone to bind us to this prison. If we leave, we die. No one bound to the Keystone can even touch it.
But you know where it is?
Let's make a deal. Ferals overran one of our camps. The survivors of that attack need patching up, but the medical supplies are still in the camp. If you can recover those supplies, one of my people will tell you where the Keystone is.
Agreed.
Very well. Get the medical supplies to Journey. She's holding the tower southwest of the camp against the Ferals. And remember, I'll hold you to our bargain. All of it.
I'll find the supplies.
The longer we're trapped, the greater the chance we'll turn feral. Or be eaten by them.
How have you survived here all this time?
It hasn't been easy. Argonian traders stop by sometimes, and we've been able to forge enough old Imperial supplies to muddle through.
How did you come to be imprisoned here?
I refused to slaughter a village of Argonians. It wasn't a fair fight. They had no soldiers. I don't believe in pointless slaughter. My superiors thought otherwise.
How did some of the prisoners go feral?
Some think it's the Keystone's influence. Using it to trap us must have had some effect. Others think the feral were weak-minded and broke under the strain of our situation. Who knows? So,
yeah, we've got a bit of a broke here between The keystone causing them to go feral, or they were weak of mind and went feral. I'm probably more on the lines of the fact that it was probably the keystone and the fact that they've been trapped here since the first era.
Do not add to my trouble.
You know, that'll do things to anybody. It's been several hundred years since the first era. 500 years, actually. 580 something years since the first era. So...
I'm still here. Thanks for
By the way,
asking.
M Sharp, are you still there? I feel your pain now with the ether currents. Could be the fourth era. No one ever did that. Yeah, that's... No one ever did that quest. Oh god. There's 10 overland etherite currents. I've got 5 of them, I think, now. Just exploring around the first little area, I've managed to get 5 of the overland currents, but it's gonna be a while until I can get the other 5, probably. Where is that last sky shard? Sneak behind a relic thief's camp. I'm gonna have to pull it up on the map. Which I'm supposed to have a map of Shadowfen up, but guess who doesn't have a map of Shadowfen up?
So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
Yeah, I've just been doing all the side quests. Like, anytime I find side quests, I've been doing them. So far, the only quest I haven't been able to start, Levies of Old Charlian yet, so.
It's been quite some time since I saw a new face. Why are you here?
Blue and yellow? I haven't found any blue quest yet, only yellow. I've done all the yellow quests that I've unlocked. There hasn't been a single blue quest yet that I've seen. And I've been looking periodically, so. General Rojas sent me, these supplies are for you.
Haha, about time. If the General wants me to hold this tower, he needs to send me medical supplies more often. I bet there's more to this than meets the eye.
Complete quest.
What did General Ritus promise you in exchange for the supplies? There had to be something.
He said you'd tell me where the keystone is as long as I use it to free the prisoners.
And you agreed? He may not have mentioned the danger. The keystone is in the prison dungeon. I don't know exactly where. And I should warn you, the dungeon is crawling with cannibals.
Is there anything else I should know?
Sargon might be able to help you. He's in the dungeon, foraging for supplies. Here, let me put this ointment on you. It'll mask your scent from the pharaohs, but not for long.
I'll head to the dungeons. Started the keystone. Yeah, and my gatherer class is only level 42, so.
Even in death, I feel trapped here.
Not gatherer, crafter class.
Part of my soul is tied to this prison.
What can I do to help you?
The Imperials brought my family here after they killed my husband. My children, Nuzal and Zarukari, are somewhere in the dungeons. I need them with me before I can pass on.
Where can I find them?
They're dead, too. Somewhere in here. The Imperials took them away from me. Please bury us beneath the tree just outside the cave entrance to the prison. Inter us in the open air, away from this dank place.
I'll take care of it.
Find them. Find their ashes. I'll never find peace until we're together once more.
Do you know where the children could be? Where your children could be?
Families were always separated. Though kept apart, we sometimes managed to meet. When I despaired the most, thoughts of them kept me sane. In the end, they died deep within this place. Alone and afraid. Look in the cells.
How did you die?
My memory fades, thanks Rendar. I remember fear, rage, and pain. And then relief.
This is what makes me hate the Empire of the First Era. Like, there was no reason to treat this lady and her children like this. You had already killed her husband. Like, what else? Like, why did you have to torture and kill them as well?
By Satakal, you scared me. I've been dodging ferals for hours. I thought they had finally found me. Who are you?
I need the keystone. Jury said you could help me find it.
Journey is a good woman. May I live long enough to tell her so. If you're looking for the Belial keystone, does that mean you're going to free us?
If I can, do you know where it is?
It's probably in the prison warden's office. It'll be a long walk. The shorter paths up to it crumbled or collapsed long ago. There'll be a lot of ferals to deal with on the way up.
That won't be a problem.
I'll come with you if it means our release. Just don't expect me to fight. Friendly advice? If you have to shut an iron gate, keep your fingers away from the bars.
Noted, let's go. Nice, congrats, Joe. That's 2 shinies for you.
It always smelled like him.
See, a lot of people have been complaining about how common the shinies are. I've not found a single random shiny in Legends Arceus, and people are like, it's so easy to get shinies. It degrades the goodness of getting the shiny Pokemon. I'm like, I haven't found a single shiny Pokemon. And I wouldn't complain about shiny Pokemon being easier to get. Gosh. But congrats on getting your shiny, Joe. That's you got a Wormhole and a Geodude now, right?
Mara bless him. I made that bracelet for Nuzal. My poor children lie.
Come on, no, do bar swap. Thank you. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I got it too. I got that one, but I don't count it because it's not a random one, a shiny, so I don't count it as a shiny for the purpose of getting a shiny for that generation, so. Just like I don't count having gotten Red Gyarados as having gotten a shiny for Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I've never gotten a shiny Pokemon in Heart Gold, Soul Silver because I don't count Red Gyarados like that. However, I have gotten I got a lot of shiny Pokemon in Silver version. I got Eradicate, I got 2 Tentacles. So that's, well, 3, it's not that many, but it's still quite a bit compared. Like that one day I got those 2 shiny tentacles, like I was doing the grinding for the Elite Four Pokemon Silver, and I literally pulled 2 shiny tentacles from the same pond. Like, there was about 8 hours between each shiny, but I was like, it took all day to grind up my team for the Pokemon League, and I just could not believe I found 2 shinies during that grind.
Put me so far from my children.
I was really scared I was going to fail those shiny encounters,
before
but I
you do
didn't.
anything with the keystone. We finally made it. I thought we were done for once or twice. Before you take the keystone, there's something you must know.
I'm listening.
There's some kind of link between the Baleo Keystone and prisoners going feral. If you don't use it to free us, if you just take the Keystone away, the results will be disastrous.
What do you mean?
Over time, all the prisoners bound to the Keystone lose their minds. They become feral. Please, don't leave us to that fate. The prison warden had a book about the Keystones. They knew, and they still did this to us.
I'll keep that in mind.
There's a book on the prison warden's desk. That may be it.
Okay, the Keystones of Losorial. While one can't use rumors as a basis for facts, they serve as a conduit to the past. Long ago, my people were powerful and learned. Zonmirs, the pyramids scattered throughout the marshes, were our creations. Through details of their construction have since passed from memory. We now see around us proud structures we once built, filled with our own magicka. Keystones are found in many of the barbaric alien ruins, but only in ruins that touch lands that where our ancestors lived. Tales abound of aliens gathering power from their captives through torment and fear. They describe a process in which magicka is infused into stones, artifacts that were alien in nature but are not alien in origin. I theorize these keystones hold Argonian magicka tied to their history and essential for our protection. Nowhere else in Tamriel have any keystones been found. They are connected with Argonian history and indeed our future. 3 keystones were taken from the ruins of Losorial in Shadowfen and dispersed for study. Unfortunately, the first to examine the keystones suffered nervous conditions that ended their lives. It appears only certain individuals, such as the Krograthi, can handle them for any length of time without suffering ill effects. Another aspect of keystones unique in my experience is their club, and that it ended there.
I'd rather be a warrior with broken...
So we have 2 choices. Like I said, we can either destroy the keystone, which frees the prisoners, or absorb the keystone. Again, I don't need the keystone. I've already completed the quest that the keystone is involved in, so I'm going to destroy the keystone and free the prisoners.
The ferals! They're coming!
I really don't like your odds.
That's an onslaught. That wasn't an onslaught. That was a... There we go. That's an onslaught.
Freedom at last. General Ritus will want to thank you.
Alright, let's get out of here. What's your team looking like these days, Jeff? Okay. Go over here and bury the Khajiit family.
Something you
Not
need?
you, Mary.
Together, finally, Srendar answered my prayers.
Are you at peace?
I am. This was our favorite place in the prison. We'd meet in secret, dreaming of escape and our life beyond these walls. Once the guards found us and punished me severely. But those fleeting moments of peace were worth every lash.
The ones left behind. Alright, let's talk to the general and then get out of here. We got one more location to go to and one more sky shard to find.
What?
Yeah, one more location to go to and one more sky shard to find. Alright, General, you're free.
I felt it. When you used the keystone to free us, it was like shackles fell from my neck.
What will you do now that you're free to leave?
Yesterday, I thought I'd spend my remaining years trying to keep these people alive. Now I have options, and it's a good feeling. Thank you. You'll want to find the Gerent and let him know about the keystone.
Good luck.
What do you want?
Do you have it? Did you find the keystone?
I used the keystone to free the prisoners. We won't have it against the Dominion.
You used it to release the prisoners? I hope they were worth it. The keystones may be our only hope for defeating the Dominion. Still, the Vice Canon sent word. I trust your decision will be best for Shadowfen.
We've already defeated the Dominion,
That
so it's
likes a
fine.
quick study.
Yeah, no, I agree. If we hadn't already defeated the Dominion, I would totally agree with you that we would need the keystone. But we have already defeated the Dominion. I don't think we're going to defeat some more Dominion right now. Hey, M-Sharp, it's your favorite sport.
Off with you, twit! Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
M-Sharp, imagine for a moment a world where Xenos arrives in Elsewhere. It's the sports of lifestyle. Imagine a scenario where Xenos arrives in the Elder Scrolls universe, proceeds to kill a Daedric prince. Like, that shouldn't be possible. It's like, I'm Xenos. Anything is possible.
Where could it be? Not so loud. You'll betray our position.
Okay, that's a pretty solid team. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm one of the Vice Canon scouts. I've been watching Dominion activity in Zook for days. Zook has been abandoned for years. The only one who lives there now is a crazy Kuthringi. The Dominion tied him up in the center of the village.
I mean, technically speaking, though, some of the Daedra keep coming back. Like, and they're actually like master swordsman Daedra who are pretty strong with the blade, called the Blade Bearers. I think he might actually find them a worthy opponent, and then each time he kills them, they just reform with all their memories intact. So, just to give him a small amount of amusement. What happened? What's happening now?
They're searching for a magical relic called a keystone. If they find it, they could cause much havoc in Shadowfen. Maybe that Kuthringi could help us find it before the Dominion does. Could you infiltrate Zook and rescue him?
Yes, I can.
Be careful with that Kuthringi. From what I've seen, he seems a bit unstable. That if he's really a Kuthringi, he'd be the last of his kind.
Who are the Kurgari?
Some say they were descended from the Nedic humans. They lived in Black Marsh as far back as records go. The Nahatan flu destroyed their culture. We thought they were all dead.
What's a keystone?
They're relics that tap into Loriosol's power. Anyone who controls all the keystones and Loriacel itself would become nearly unstoppable. Obviously, it would be disastrous if the Dominion got them.
What is Loricel?
Loriacel is an Ayleid ruin. We knew it protected a well of great magical power, but we never knew how to unlock it. Not until the Dominion started poking around for the keystones.
I suppose that is fair.
You there! Untie us!
Us? There's only one of you.
We understand you would not recognize royalty when tied to a pillar. Therefore, we request you untie us.
Do you know anything about Zuek's keystone?
Perhaps. But we can think of nothing while our kingdom lies in ruins. We slowly comprehend what a boar must feel while trussed up and awaiting a feast.
I'll untie you.
Follow us. Our castle is nearby.
This is your castle? I mean, he does have a throne.
You've proven yourself worthy of becoming one of our subjects. What is your name?
My name is Reewish Leftesh.
Then we conscript you into our service. We are King Drillick, your liege lord. We will entertain your petitions, should you have any.
Where's the keystone?
When our kingdom is secure and our dignity restored, the keystone will reveal itself. So says the prophecy. The first order of business is to create a new crown. We sense your reluctance, but nothing can be done without our crown.
Right, I'm going to use the intimidate option here. Dominion soldiers destroy your kingdom as we speak. How important is your crown?
A canny one. We dare not question your honor when it fills you to the brim. It's true, we need no crown to be king. But how can we rule with our subjects in perilous danger?
Which subjects?
The invaders bind our subjects with foul magics. They hold Laram, Deathril, and Sarasay in our lowlands. When mages bind the helpless, they keep a scroll of release at hand. Find one of these scrolls and free our bound subjects.
How do you know all this?
A good king listens to his people. We hear their pleas day and night. Even now they speak to us. We find it curious you cannot also hear their cries.
I'll free your subjects.
The magic wielders spend their time conjuring spells and digging in the mud. As if binding our citizens wasn't enough, they also defile our land.
Who are the people you want me to rescue?
Why, they're our people. Even if they weren't, we wouldn't suffer anyone to be treated that way. Not in our kingdom.
He is clearly not all there. I wonder if Emmett would look at the Daedric princes and be like, they appear to be like primals.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Actually, that is a fair point. Ifrit and Molag Bal do look a lot alike.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
I actually don't know what was created first, Final Fantasy 1 or The Elder Scrolls 1. I honestly don't know. Well, that's an excellent question. Because The Elder Scrolls 1 is really old, but so is Final Fantasy 1. I don't honestly know which one was made first. Actually, I don't think Ifrit was in Final Fantasy 1.
Kept asking the same questions over and over.
Miri, how many enemies are you going to aggro?
Divines, bless you.
They're coming for us.
wanted to know about the keystone. I told them nothing.
Yeah, so that plan of getting to Eastmark before the first hour of the stream was done is not going to happen, sadly. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Ah, darn it.
We no longer hear the wailing of our people. Have you freed them?
The people I rescued were spirits.
Spirits? Nonsense. Come, we'll show you. Our subjects await a royal declaration at the castle tower. It's not every day you'll have the honor of escorting a king through his dominion.
I need the keystone.
And you shall have it according to prophecy. The king in his tower declaims the keystone's hour. Have no fear. Your king shall be the vessel of your deliverance.
I'll escort you to the tower. Miri, get ready to gank this fool if necessary.
Show them no mercy. Your king commands it. Watching you fight exhausts us. We have returned. Rejoice, your king reclaims his kingdom. Long have invaders occupied our lands, but do not be afraid, for our royal army has a new captain. Calm now. Address the people, Captain.
Address the people, Captain.
Why are you speaking to us? Address our citizens, Captain of the Royal Army.
Derek, I need that keystone.
You don't wish to become Captain of the Royal Army? We apologize, but the only other position is Royal Consort. Though we seek to cause no offense, you simply don't intrigue us in that fashion. What's happening?
Drillick, remember your duty.
The keystone. I remember it now. Forgive me. The Dominion's torture ripped my thoughts away from myself. I tried to tell you before, but it was like speaking with a mind full of sap. The keystone is sealed in the Temple of Sul. I'll do all I can to help you retrieve it.
How can I get it out?
While my people still lived, we sealed the temple with a magic ward to keep angry spirits and undead from following us out. Say Betrix to the temple door to unseal it.
What does Betrix mean?
It means open in my language. Oh, I used to speak so many languages, but I've forgotten most of them. There's much I can't remember. Go, I'll be fine. I just need some time to rest.
Wait here, I'll get the keystone. Into the temple.
This door is sealed.
It is believed that this relic can awaken ancient alien assailant pelesters, but I've yet to determine how precisely it works. Perhaps Nija Min would know more. I should ask the next time she travels through Hismir. Take the relic.
Get back, you fetcher!
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
The older ruins are surprisingly complex. Lizards never built these.
We found no evidence of a prior civilization.
At least the lizards are resilient. They'll serve us nicely.
These people are anti-lizard and awful. As a lizard, I take great offense to that.
Roll! Roll if you can!
What do you think of my new slaves?
Their skin will give your flesh sculptures great color and texture.
Indeed. My masterpiece will rival the wailing wheels of Vindicel.
The aliens were horrible. Flesh sculptures. That's not even the worst of the crimes they committed, but it was definitely one of them. At least with the Dureni, they're just like, hey, let's take the needy people and have sex with them. But like the aliens were like flesh sculptures, tortures, people dying in horrible ways. I'd much prefer to have been under Dureni rule, where a Dureni might have been like, hey, you, come sleep with me.
Your revolt will fail, slave. You are mere animals.
Alessia has shown us the way, elf. We are slaves no longer.
Alessia Knight. Alessia the slave queen. Okay, so we need to find the right sequence to open them. So we have the snake, the tower, thief, and the lady. So let's go in the same order that we see them from left to right. So snake, tower, thief, lover. That did it. Hey, there's lack of keystone.
Another looter come to steal alien treasures?
Be gone from this temple. There is nothing for you here.
I'm looking for the keystone. Where is it?
The keystone was stolen, absorbed by a Kathringi named Drillick. The Nahatan flu killed the rest, but somehow he was immune. Did he send you here?
Did the aliens create... So we have three choices. We can tell her who has the keystone. Or we can say Dillick said I could find the keystone in this temple. We can lie and say I don't know anyone named Dillick, or did the aliens create the Nathian flu? Anyone have a preference on what we choose? Number 3, so anyone else want to take a vote? Got a vote for 3 and a vote for 1. So you know what we do when we have a tie? M Sharp will be odd numbers, Joe will be even numbers. I am rolling a d20. And I don't know why, but the die once again chooses the person other than M Sharp. I'm sorry, M Sharp. This seems to happen every time we have one of these roll-offs. Did the aliens create... Or, so actually it would be Joe's decision. Derek said I could find the keystone in this temple.
The Kathringi sent you to steal more alien treasures. If only the flu had worked. Do not take me for a fool, thief. You shall not leave this tomb alive. This temple is sacred. You shall pay for your insolence. Pay for your choice. Destroy!
Struck down. By the way, she would have attacked regardless of what I asked, so.
But without the keystone, what happened?
Any of the ghosts said you absorbed the keystone?
Absorbed? I don't know. I entered the temple and saw the keystone, and then nothing. Now that you've said it, I feel something. That must have been what kept me alive when the rest of my village died.
The ghost said you were the last of the Kothringi.
Kothringi? Yes, I remember now. I am a Kothringi. A plague swept across the village. Sickness, death, corpses piled everywhere. Is that why I entered the temple? To find the keystone?
I don't know, but we need to keep you and the keystone away from the Dominion.
No, I'm the last of the Kothringi. I should rejoin my people. There's a ritual to pass the keystone onto you, although it would mean my death. Let me give you the keystone. At least my survival will have meaning.
Okay, I will actually give you guys the choice on this one because he does want to pass on to his people. So should we allow him to pass on into death and take the keystone? Or should we, I won't be responsible for your death, we must make do without the keystone? Because he does, this is his wish. He wishes to move on to be with his people. No, he's lame. Okay. Your sacrifice and your people will be remembered.
When you absorb the keystone, a part of the Kothringi will live on as well.
Thank you, Dilric.
Thank you for helping me restore my sanity. Use this keystone well.
So if it ever comes up again, we'll have one of the keystones. So I doubt it'll ever come up again, but... Okay, then we have to go down here and turn this in, then we also have to go to Hismir and turn in that quest, and then we gotta find that last Sky Shard, which is hiding somewhere on this map.
You've been gone for some time. How'd it go?
I recovered the keystone, so to speak. I seem to have absorbed it.
Absorbed it? I'm not sure how I'll report that to the Vice Cannons, but you recovered it. That's all that matters.
Alright. And we are stuck in combat again, so I cannot mount up. There we go.
Let's ride!
Oh, come on. Come on, game, let me put Shadowfen to bed. It's time. Come on. Alright, where is that last Sky Shard? Let me pull up the map. Alright, I got that one. I got that one. I got the one at Hismar. I got the one at Deep Graves. Got the one there. Fulton Cormets. Found it! There it is. Right here.
Oh, I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Welcome back to Hismar. Okay, come on. There we go.
Well met. I'm studying the ruins throughout Shadowfen. Should you find anything significant, please bring it to me.
I found this alien relic in the Temple of Soul. It awakens the Palisters inside.
Very interesting. One can learn much from alien ruins. I must visit this place myself. A grand discovery. You did the right thing to bring these to Hismir. I will guard this treasure and keep it safe.
Alright. I think that's our last Shadowfen quest. Yes, we are done with Shadowfen. Alright, just gotta grab that last sky shard and we are off to East March. Woo, East March. This is starting to look less and less like a pipe dream of getting this content done before High Isle comes out. Which, by the way, it's officially May 1st, which means we have around 56 or 51 days until the launch of High Isle. If you break that down into how many streams we have, there's 7 days. Well, hold on, let me just look. I can just get an accurate count right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 streams between now and when High Isle launches, and our first stream of High Isle, which will be the 26th of May, is when our first High Isle stream will be. So we have like 8 streams after this. So I feel very confident we are going to be cleaned up, and we might even get started on the Almeri Dominion content. That was going to be our main focus between High Isle and whatever next year's chapter is going to be. We could go ahead and get started on that, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to do the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild quest lines, and then I can put ESO to bed until new content comes out, which means I can do my Skyrim playthrough that I intend to do as an Argonian, which is the Descendant of Reewish. So that's super exciting to actually be able to get that started. Put on my cold winter gear. Alright, so we have 3 major locations left to go. We have 12 Sky Shards, the public dungeon, which I'll do either at the end of this stream or the start of next one. I haven't decided yet. So, what are our major locations we need to get done? Okay, we don't have the Sky Shards up here, so we could probably go get those first. So let's start with that, and then work our way around. Also, I should probably change my map on my computer so it's East March. I think my chair is about to fall apart. I haven't been over here in years. The last time I came over this way, Star was actually watching the stream, and she was telling me to let the wolf eat me. She's like, no, let the wolfies eat you. I'm like, no, Star, I'm not going to let them eat me. She's like, but you have to. I'm like, why? It's funny because she actually is watching the back. She actually told me she's been watching the backlogs of my streams. So she's going to watch this eventually, and she's probably going to go, hey, that was me you were talking about. Look, that's 2 sky shards already. And then there's a third one right inside that delve. We're already up to 6 of 16.
You lead.
Alright, all we need in here is the sky shard, and we can get out. So we don't have to stay in here, thankfully. We don't have to go up to the boss, is what I mean. I'm really looking forward to my Argonian playthrough of Skyrim. And then I've heard rumors that they're talking about remaking the Fallout games and the Elder Scrolls games. And I really hope they're not Xbox exclusive, but they're probably going to be, let's be honest. Because, you know, Microsoft says that. But if they're not Xbox exclusive, I can stream those games and have... and then that might actually change my plans. Like, for example, if they remake the Elder Scrolls Arena, I'm going to play that before Skyrim. And I'm gonna like play as a descendant of Reewishes that'll also be the ancestor of the character I play in.
To run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't.
Well, see, you say that, but Bethesda has said that Starfield is going to be Xbox exclusive. Well, not Xbox exclusive, Xbox and PC exclusive. Right. But I don't have a good gaming PC, so I mean. If it's on Xbox One, I could play it, and I could probably, I think I can stream using my Xbox One, I'm not actually sure. It's just, I would rather not have to pay for Xbox Plus or Game Pass just so I can stream. Or if I was going to do that, or if I was going to pay for Game Pass just so I could stream, I would have to do like, I would have to stream like every single day and try to get as much done in a single month as possible. So that way I'm using up the money as best as possible. Because that would definitely, I don't get money from people watching the videos or from following or anything like that. So like I can't make back the cost of the Game Pass by, you know, people watching my streams. So I can't really justify an outgoing expense if there's not something, if I'm not getting something from it. Then again, I might not need to buy anything to stream. I don't actually know. I haven't tried to stream. So, like, if I can buy the games on Xbox and then stream without having to pay for Xbox Live or anything like that, I would definitely do that. But I think I have, and to stream on the PlayStation, I think I have to pay for PlayStation Plus, which is fine. I pay for an entire year of PlayStation Plus at a time, so. Okay, where's that sky shard? Oh, I already got it. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. My name is Steven, and I'm the biggest idiot in the world. Probably not the biggest idiot in the world. Not streaming. Okay. I'll look into it later. If it's, like I said, it's going to depend on if it actually happens. It's just a rumor right now. Like, I'm going to stream Skyrim from my PlayStation 4, so. Yeah, so, like, I'm going to stream Skyrim from my PlayStation 4, so, like, honestly, if they don't remaster any of the games, it's not going to matter anyways. while I would really like them to remaster some of the games so I can experience them like in like new graphics and with actual like updated systems and stuff, like I'm not gonna hold my breath or anything like that, so. Oh hey, there's a... Like I said, it's currently just a rumor, so. Yeah, I've heard they're doing fairly well, so.
I hope we find more than trouble here.
Eventually, I'm gonna get around to rebranding my channel as the History Gaming or something like that. Like just like fully embrace the Argonian. That I've actually, cause, like if it hadn't been for this series, I wouldn't be streaming at all. So like I need to have some kind of like memento of the Battle Lizard. And because there's a strong likelihood that my character's lineage is going to end in Skyrim, and I'm going to be playing as one of their adopted children from Skyrim onward. Lineage instead. At least that's kind of what my plan is. Like, if, because I'm going to let the stream pick, like, who my character marries. If my character doesn't end up marrying a male Argonian, because I'm going to play a female Argonian, that's going to end Reewish's lineage right there. And then, so I'll just end up using one of the children I adopt, because I'm definitely adopting Lucina. I don't know about the other child I'll adopt, but definitely adopting Lucina, because I always have to adopt Lucina. Or Lucia, or whatever her name is. Off the top of my head, I think it's Lucina. Alright, we are done in here. Let's head back out. Lucia, yeah. Yeah, I think there's only like one male Argonian to marry in all of Skyrim, maybe. Now, Lucina is not only in Fire Emblem Awakening, Joe. There are other characters named Lucina, believe it or not. Now, Crom is a pretty Fire Emblem exclusive name. I don't think I've ever seen another character named Crom, so... I'm kind of drawing a blank right now, but I know for a fact it's like people in real life use the name Lucina. Like, it's not like an exclusive like anime exclusive Fire Emblem name. I know that for a fact. I have seen real life people with the name Lucina before.
Just tired of walking anyway.
Get the standing stone.
Yeah.
Hello, Bear G Stoneheart.
Another traveler wanders in, but you don't look like a bard.
What is this place?
Welcome to Krogwallow. The Skald King's royal road workers live here during repair season. Have you used any of the flat, smooth roads in Eastmarch? That's our work. We've been working hard, and now it's time to celebrate. You should join us.
Celebration, that sounds like fun.
Maybe you can help me out. The cooks Calagar and Hegvir are arguing over what to serve. They want me to choose, but I hate to pick favorites. Calagar wants to serve steaks. Hegvir says goat stew. You can pick.
I'll go and talk to the cooks.
We just need to make sure we have plenty of good food and we're all set. Funny that 2 visitors wandered in today. You and that bard. At least the party will have proper music this time.
Is the goat stew tasty?
Goat stew is delicious. Full of meat and potatoes and not too many vegetables. Hegvir is a pretty good cook. She'll probably need your help getting some of the ingredients for her stew, though.
Do you like steak?
Of course I like steak. I'm Nord, aren't I? That's all Calagar really knows how to make. Bear steaks, usually. He'll probably need your help getting the meat.
Lisa just started, like, shuddering at the notion of bear steaks. Alright, so which cook are we going to pick, guys? Are we going to help the bear steaks, or are we going to help the goat stew? Okay, so Joe was voting for steak, and M Sharp was voting for steak, so steak it is.
You look like you need a bear steak. Charred on the outside, bloody in the middle.
I shudder because I hate food that's bloody. I really like well-done food. BRG sent me over. He wants me to decide what to serve at the party.
Bears and the workers want meat. Seared, salted, and still bleeding. I ask you, what goes better with a cask of mead than a good bear steak? Nothing, that's what. Hegvir probably wants to make that fancy goat stew of hers. She uses herbs.
I can just hear the disdain in his voice at the sound of herbs. Do you have bear steaks?
That's where you come in. You look like you could carve up a bear. Go lure old Ironclaw from his cave. Just toss these leftovers Hegvir made out front. It should attract the bear. Goodness knows no Nord will eat the stuff.
I'll go get some bear steaks.
That old bear should be in his lair this time of the day. It's north and west from here. Just drop that old lunch on the rock in front of the cave. The smell should lure old Ironclaw out, and you can take care of him.
Hey, at least this bear isn't high on caffeine. Like the last bear we helped serve up. Joe made a very humorous song about that. I don't know if he remembers or not. I was even wearing this outfit at the time, too.
I guess this is a fight now.
I'm pre-searing it a little bit. I'm back.
Wonderful.
These
bear steaks will feed a lot of people. Did old Ironclaw give you any trouble?
No trouble at all.
Well done, friend. I mean rare. Good and rare. I'll start searing these steaks right away. You know what goes good with bear steak? Mead! And Bears needs a few more barrels. Go see Raldolph Wolfkin at the storehouse. Get his key, and get the mead.
I'll go find Raldolph.
What do you want?
The cook said you have the key to the storeroom.
Key? What key? Oh, what's the use? It wasn't their fault. They didn't mean to take it. I won't say any more. I won't tattle on my friends.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
The key is lost, but I know where it is. Sort of. One of my wolf friends snatched it off my belt. Swallowed it in one gulp. I refuse to kill them for a key. They are beautiful, noble creatures. A woman who once loved me treated them as kin.
She's actually a Thane of Eastmarch, believe it or not. You view the wolves as friends?
I do. If you had known Olda and seen her among the wolves, well, you would look at them differently too. She was blessed by kine, and the wolves were always gentle around her. She taught me to respect them. Oh, my fair Olda.
I've often suspected that she's secretly a werewolf. Unfortunately, we need that key.
Do what you must then. They ran to the north. They're probably not far. Oh, my noble friends. I can't bear to watch this. Run! Run, my wolf brethren! Save yourselves!
Dude! Yep, there's the song. They see it rollin', they hatin', they see the bear high on coffee.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Okay, so 3 wolves had to die to get the key back, and now we get the mead for the party. And look, the other option was if I didn't kill the wolves, we bust down the damn door. And then you can put it back up. Look at everyone in a celebratory mood. Hey, come back here. I need to talk to you.
Looks like you've been busy.
Here's some more mead for the party.
Thanks for all your help. Now relax and have some fun. The party's already started. You know, we could use some music, though.
I thought there was a bard here.
Oh, there is. He's the one not dressed like a royal worker. He's upstairs last I checked. Why don't you go up and ask him to play us a song?
Do you throw these celebrations often?
As often as we can. The Skull King himself sends the mead to us on a regular basis. Likes to keep his workers happy. Good man, King Yoren. Sure bless him.
I really like King Joran. If Yoren, or not Yoren, if dang it, if what's his name? If Ulfric was half the man Joran was, I would support him. But he's not. Are there other camps like Cragwallow?
Here and there. These camps are well built and well maintained. Great places to rest when the weather turns ugly.
Hello, Mr. Bard.
A fine gathering. A fine gathering indeed.
Everyone's hoping to hear a song or two.
I suppose I have made them wait long enough. I like to build anticipation in my audience. Makes the reaction that much better.
So you'll play first now?
Yes, it's time. A bard must always gauge the audience. You want them relaxed, receptive. If they are too deep in their cups, they can't appreciate the wonderful tones of my lute. My fine ladies and handsome gentlemen, it is time for music. Relax and listen to my songs. Let the music soothe you.
Why is the screen going black?
What happened here? There are dead and injured people all over the place. And who are you?
What the hell?
I need to figure out what happened here. My friends deserve answers.
I don't know what happened.
I'm the overseer for the royal work crews in this area. When I left for Wilhelm a few days ago, my workers were hale and whole. Now I come back to find many of them cut down and the rest injured and confused. I need answers.
I must have blacked out.
You and anyone else who survived whatever happened here. I need to report to Jarl. How did you end up in Cragwallow?
The workers invited me to join their celebration.
My gut tells me you aren't responsible. No injuries, but you seem to be recovering your wits well enough. Help me investigate what happened. Talk to some of the survivors. Let's see if we can piece together recent events.
I'll talk to some of the survivors.
We need to figure out what happened here.
I want to catch whoever's responsible for this.
Did you see who attacked you?
1 pint of mead. Not even. Half a pint at best. My memory is all hazy. I sang along with the bard. His lute was just enchanting. Next thing I know, I wake up covered in wounds. It's a mystery.
Did you see anything?
Such a blur. I might have seen things moving around. Not quite human, but too small to be trolls. Not ice wraiths either. Those things leave ice all over the place. Yes, that's it. We were attacked by small, not quite human things.
That doesn't really help, but... Is Baji dead?
My head aches and everything looks blurry.
Arvid Grey Sky asked me to investigate what happened.
I took a hard knock on the head. I don't remember much from earlier today. There was drinking and singing, and pie. I think I remember pie.
So you didn't notice anything unusual?
No, it was just a normal pie. Apple, I think. Oh, sorry. I'm still a bit fuzzy. I think there might have been a brawl outside. Maybe someone got into a fight.
Did you hear or see anything just before you were hit?
I wish I could remember something. I was relaxed, drinking a bit. I heard the bard start to play and I decided I was going to have another piece of pie. Next thing I knew, I woke up with this lump on my head and they're all dead.
I'll find whoever did this.
Show them no mercy. Oh, I think I need to lay down for a while.
No, you definitely do.
Why would anyone attack Cragwallow?
Did you see what happened?
To be honest, I wasn't seeing all that clearly before the attack. I admit I had a drink. Or 7.
Or 7.
I remember there was singing. Then the screaming started. Or was it screaming and then singing?
The attackers were singing?
No. We were singing. The bard was playing. I think I saw you singing along too.
Who was screaming, the attackers or the workers?
It's all so confusing. But now that you mention it, perhaps it was more like shrieking. Like some kind of angry creature swooping in for the kill.
Can you remember anything else?
No, I wish I could. That poor bard, I think I remember him yelling too.
Alright.
Everyone seems confused. Did you find out anything at all?
People remember having fun and listening to the bard, then they were attacked.
In a haze of memories, that bard and his music stand out like the sun on a clear winter's day. But where is he? I don't see a bard among the living or the dead.
We need to find that bard.
I agree. Search the area and see if you can find him. People remember music and the bard is missing. A coincidence? Maybe, but I don't like the sound of it. I'll stay here to help the wounded and keep watch over the camp.
I'll find the bard. You guys okay?
I should have been nicer to Kalagar. Told him his cooking wasn't too terrible.
I can't believe I slept through the whole thing.
Oh, the guy who made the bear steaks is dead. I think if you choose the other option, I think she dies instead, and then he says pretty much the same thing about her. A crude sword, not the sort of finely forged weapon commonly carried by bandits or soldiers. Scattering of crudely made arrows, perhaps dropped during a struggle. It appears that whoever attacked Cragwallow used this path. Or Cragwallow.
Please. I'm not as strong or as fast as I used to be.
What happened to you?
I was assaulted by the same creatures that attacked Cragwallow. You track these monsters? Then I implore you to aid a dying old man.
What do you need?
I was a soldier before joining the work crew. My sword and shield saw me through many battles. But I am a shadow of my former self. The creatures took my items and left me to die. I want my sword and shield with me for my final journey.
I'll find your sword and shield for you. This tankard matches the others from the... dadgummit. Basically, the tankard is the same as the one from the meat hall. I didn't think I was that close to trigger it.
There was nothing I could do.
I'm looking for Valding the Bard.
I'm one of the royal workers. I followed the creatures that dragged off the Bard, Reeklings. Unless I miss my guess, they haven't been seen around these parts in years. There were too many of the foul creatures. I couldn't help him.
Where did they take him?
Into that cave. I never even knew there was a cave up here. He was still alive when they dragged him in there. The goblins seemed excited about something.
Have you searched the cave?
I'm a road worker, not a soldier. I'm not going to walk into a den of Reeklings. That would be suicide. Whatever has the Reeklings so riled up probably led to the attack on Cragwallow. I hope you can save the Bard and figure out what's going on.
I'll search the cave. Funny, I just got reminded about Mother's Day, and I'm gonna be ordering a I'm getting Mom a sapling to be delivered to her, and I was trying to remember what my address was, and I can still remember my old address perfectly, despite it being all these years since I last used it. It's kind of like really surprising that I can still perfectly remember my old address. It's okay, I can still remember our first phone number too. It's disconnected now, so it doesn't matter anymore, but it used to be 2707... Nope, that's not the right number. So it's 270... Well, okay, I remembered it the other day. Now I can't remember it now that I'm having to actually say it. Oh, it's 270-324-4591. That's it. Like I said, it doesn't matter if I say it anymore. That number has been disconnected for probably over a decade now. So
I think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
as far as I know, nobody else is using
Out
it.
of here!
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. These creatures dragged me here after slaughtering half the workers in Cragwallow.
You remember what happened? Why doesn't anyone else?
Well, about that, I'm not actually a bard. I found the loot. It's enchanted. I play a few notes and my audience falls asleep. They wake up later, a little confused, a little groggy, and missing some gold or an item or two. Perfectly safe.
People died because of your loot.
I had no idea it would attract Greeklings. They placed it on that altar thing over there. Their chief seems to like to look at it. He keeps coming in. Makes me nervous how he stares at me.
The loot should be destroyed.
But it's... well, I suppose you're right. Go ahead and destroy it. Then we can get out of here. You're going to have to get the key from the Reekling chieftain to let me out of the cage. You are going to let me out, aren't you?
I don't know. That's not up to me. That's up to the chat. I'll tell you what, this chat is pretty merciless when it comes to people like you.
Oh, it's the smell. I'd rather fight bog blights.
You got the key? Open the cage.
I'm not sure what I should do with you.
What? You wouldn't leave me in here? I had no idea the loot would attract the Reeklings. It never did before. And I never wanted the workers to get hurt. I'm not a violent person.
Okay, so we have two choices. We can say, if you promise to surrender yourself to the royal workers, I'll open the cage, or I'm leaving you here, let the Reeklings deal with you. Okay, so Joe's up for making him surrender to the workers. Anyone else want to vote? Okay, so if you promise to surrender yourself to the royal workers, I'll open the cage.
I'm not a criminal. Well, not a dangerous criminal. All right. I swear by the snow on my mother's grave. I'll turn myself in.
Is your mother even dead? I don't believe that your mother is actually dead.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
I don't remember what it was. I was watching something one day, and this person's like, I swear on my mother's grave. And someone's like, but your mother's alive. And it's like, he didn't know that. Whoops, that's not the way I wanted to go. Or wait, was it? Wait, why is it not letting me go through? Okay, so this gate is glitched again. That's good to know. So now we gotta run all the way back through this, delve. Or not delve, but cave. To get out of here.
I'm very sorry about what happened.
You promised to surrender yourself to the royal workers.
Yes, of course, I did promise. I don't suppose I could just promise to find a new line of work, and then we can just skip the part that requires me to surrender.
No.
All right, all right. I'll go back to Crag Wallow and tell the royal workers what happened.
Tell them the truth.
I may not be the most honest Nord, but I promised I would surrender myself to the royal workers if you got me away from the Reeklings, and I will. I've never intended for anyone to get hurt. I'll stay away from enchanted items from now on.
Assuming they don't just kill you. I have no idea what kind of punishment would be waiting for this guy, because, I mean, he directly caused the deaths of a lot of Nords. So, like, I don't even know what kind of punishment he's... Oh. He's dead. Place the sword and shield beside his body. Find a small pouch beside the body. Just take the gold. I don't even know why I bothered taking the gold. It doesn't seem like right to take the gold. Okay, so let's see here. We've got another major location done. Oh, I see. We've got to do dark. We have to do that place up there. That's one of the other major locations. Okay. So, around here-ish, there's another major location. So let's go there. It's a Dwemer ruin. And it's Raynor Vanos. We haven't seen Raynor or his sister in a long time. I'm really hoping the two of them will show up during High Isle. But we'll just have to... Well, we did see them during Greymore, so maybe we won't see them. But I'm kind of hoping we do. Oh yeah, Master Chest. Another sky shard down. Let's get down there and help Raynor.
Come on. Sorry. I'm a little busy here and... Wait. It's you. You helped Kirith and I and Bethaniel. It's good to see you again. Things didn't go so well for us after those ruins, so we're up north now. Kirith still talks about those light crystals, though.
What are you doing here?
My sister Kirith and I traveled for a Morrowind in search of forgotten lore and ancient relics. The scholars at Shadastula laughed at us, and the Mages Guild ignores us. But we're going to find something they can't ignore.
Need any help?
Well, my sister went into the ruins and hasn't returned yet. She can take care of herself, but I'm starting to get worried. Kirith keeps a journal, but she's hard on her books. Always loses pages. Follow the pages, and they'll lead you right to her.
I'll find your sister. It's always your sister who's missing. Do I have pieces of the... No, I don't have pieces of it though.
Don't like your odds. With you, Swit!
Alright, so... I forgot what kind of mouth that Kirith has on her.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
There's a lot of journal pages. I forgot just how many journal pages are in this one. Kirith, there you are.
Hi there. It's great to see someone who isn't made of metal and trying to chop me to bits. Are you just exploring? I hate to tell you, but we were here first. But good job getting this far without one of Raynor's crazy devices.
Your brother sent me to find you.
Raynor sent you? Well, that was nice of him, since it's his fault I'm stuck down here. His stupid invisibility device stopped working, and now the constructs won't stop chasing me. Anyway, you have my thanks. Our research points to a treasure trove of lore buried in these ruins. I even found one of the lore vaults. It had a Dwemer memory device and everything. But the area is buried in snow and swarming with constructs. Also, we need a key.
That sounds kind of difficult.
That's why I'm coming with you, silly. I won't let anything happen to you. Promise. Besides, I have the shovel. Anyway, you keep the constructs away from me, and I'll dig for the key. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Great. Let's go. I'll stick close if you don't mind. You look like you can handle that weapon you're carrying, and I'd rather not get eaten by a construct. If we get separated, I'll meet you back here.
Okay. And we have Miri with us this time, so, I mean... And Mary's got a big old sword.
For mummy.
Hey, I'm Sharp. I do have a question. When I'm doing the Adventure Squadron stuff, should I just focus on doing my 3 daily trainings for now, or should I go ahead and start one of the missions? Because I started a training right before I logged out to do this, and so my training will be done by the time I get off here for the day. And do I want to go ahead and start up another training session, or do I want to start working on a mission? Because they take 18 hours to complete. Training should be maxed out all times. It's free stats. Okay, so I should do the next training, and then after I do my 3 daily sessions, that's when I start my mission. Okay, right?
You lead.
Good thing the training doesn't require much from me. It just requires me to choose what to do and then wait for an hour. So, like, I can do other things.
No peeking. This glass looks like a crystal lens. What was this place?
Okay. I hope I didn't miss the key. I honestly cannot remember where it is. When did I get turned around? Oh well, it's fine. We'll run this way and check this way. Well, this is where we ultimately need to end up, like... But we need to find that key.
Over there.
Did you find something, Kira?
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Yes, good job, Kira.
See that? That's a Dwemer memory device. I've seen them before, but never one that was intact.
I hoped I'd find you two down here. I repaired the lift. What did you find?
Raynor, this device fills up glass orbs with old lore, like filling a decanter with fine wine.
A memory device? You found one that works?
It's intact, but we need a glass orb to see if it actually works.
Did you figure out what kind of lore the device contains?
I see two important bits of lore. One explains how Dwemer used soul gems to power their constructs. The other contains a map of Dwemer ruins across Tamriel.
Soul gems? That knowledge would open a lot of doors for us. A lot of doors.
But think about what we can do with those maps. Access to every ruin. Those are the doors we should be opening.
Are you suggesting that we become common treasure hunters? Well, think how famous we'll become if we bring both bits of lore to the Mages Guild.
I don't think we can, brother. I think there's only enough power in this device to make one imprinting.
But we've worked so hard to get them to listen to us. This is our chance, sister.
I'm not sure, but our friend here has found an orb we can use. Hey, what do you think we should do?
So, Raynor wants to use the knowledge to further their scholarly standing. Kirith wants to barter the map of all the Dwemer ruins to join the Mages Guild. Which one do you think we should do, guys? Join the Mages Guild or further their own scholarly position? Dwemer fun time, so that's joining the Mages Guild then. Joe, any suggestions? Well, let's talk to them again so you can see what they want.
What do you think? Kirith trusts you, so I do too.
What do you want to do with the orbs?
We've been working to get recognized for years. Up until now, our discoveries have been curiosities, not important findings. Information on how the Dwemer use soul gems in their constructs, though? No one could ignore that kind of finding.
What do you think? We've only got the one orb you found.
What do you want to do with the orb?
If I knew the location of every Dwemer ruin, I could explore places no one has seen since the Dwemer were actually alive and kicking. That would be amazing. Anyone can be a scholar, but I could visit places no one alive has ever seen.
So neither of them are actually talking about the Mages Guild. So the choice is the Dwemer ruin map or the information about how dwarves use the soul gems to power their machines. And Imsharp's already voted for the map, so. So you want to go with Raynor's suggestion, Joe? Oh, abstain? Okay, we'll go with Emshart's option.
What do you think? If I knew the
I think you got the right
location,
idea.
I do. I know Raynor wants to get invited to join the Mages Guild, but we both love exploring old ruins. With this, we would be the foremost experts on Dwemer ruins. That's better than stuffy old mages. Can you talk to Raynor and convince him?
You gave the orb to my sister? I hope you had a good reason.
Kirith is right, you don't need anyone's approval.
You really think so? She has been talking about how stuffy the mages are. How they'd hamper our creativity. It's just hard to let go, I guess. Well, I guess this is exciting. And thanks for all your help, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, they end up joining, no matter what you decide here, by the way, they end up joining the Mages Guild anyways, so. They used the discovery they found in the Dwemer ruins to join the Mages Guild, so. It just, the only thing it does is like how soon they end up joining the Mages Guild. Alright, so we are done there. We still got some time in the stream, so we're going to go grab some more overland sky shards. I probably won't go into any ruins. If I find a delve that I haven't got the sky shard in, we'll go in and grab the sky shard in the delve. But I'm not going to do the... There's only one major location left. I'm not going to do that to this stream. Next stream we'll do that, and we will do the public dungeon. And we're already almost done with East March. We'll definitely be starting the Rift next stream as well, which is the last stream in the which will be the last stream covering the completion of the Ebonheart Pact stuff, and then we got to go to Cold Harbor, or we got to go to Clockwork City, and then I'm caught up, and we can start all Mary Dominion stuff. I don't know how far we'll get before High Isle launches, though, as a warning. So, but we'll do as much as we can. Okay, so I haven't done either of the delves nearby, which I could have sworn I did, but I guess I didn't. I think I was intending to and just didn't do it. Oh, you know what? I think I intended to come back because I was level 49 or level 48, almost level 49. And if I had hit level 50, all of my gear would have become completely useless. So, because of just the huge difference between my CP level and my actual level at the time. So I think that's probably why I didn't, because I was trying to level up and I just forgot to come back and do them. Okay. I don't think the sky shard is this way, but I'll very quickly know if I walk this way. Walk this. It is this way. Wow. Walk this way. Talk this way. I'll say, hey, diddle diddle. Alright, that's another sky shard down.
Get back, you fetcher!
Whoops, that was not the way I intended to go. I meant to go back the way I came in. Let's see, we're on 11 of 16 sky shards. I can't help but notice that I am missing a major point of interest. Which major point of interest am I missing? I can't tell which major point of interest I'm missing. Bitterblades Camp. Darkwater Crossing. Hermit's Hideout, I got that one. Crogwallow Cave, I got that one. It's that one. That's the one I'm missing. It's right over there. Well, let's get the sky shards and let's get the sky shard from the nearby delve, and then we'll head over that way. There it is, Stormcrag Crypt.
Cry for mummy.
I believe we go. Nope, it's that. Okay, I was wrong. Ow!
They're coming for us.
Okay, so that puts us up to 12 of 16. So let's see. I have. Looks like I have all the sky shards between. Yeah, so we can just jump to the nearest way shrine and head straight over there to grab that. 1, 2. We haven't been here a long time.
Snow! Can we make a snow thing? Snow.
Guess who forgot that we had the argument of the
make it right,
that we
it
had.
develops a sad little soul. Of course, it melts later. Bit of a shame that, but we can name it and everything.
Yeah. So guess who forgot that I had a quest for the Obscure of the Obscure here, because I completely forgot. Hold on. What's the name of this quest? Of Breaches of Frost and Fire. Okay. Okay, it's up near Cradle Crush. There it is. I see the time breach already. Sealing the time breach. Oh yeah, this is another thing I could probably focus on, is working on my time breach, on my Civic Order quest line, which is just kind of like a never-ending thing that I've been working on for quite a while. Part of the reason I chose, I mean, besides the High Isle stuff, but part of the reason why I chose to do Daggerfall Covenant stuff first was the presence of the breaches in the Iliac Bay, so I could get those taken care of. We've got 11 minutes in the stream. We have time to go grab the breaches and close them.
Breach home, mate. While you look, I will regale you with a hilarious joke. What do you call a Ligosmotic dreamwave on its birthday? A vent swaddle. Get it? A vent swaddle. Oh, never mind.
Sorry, Augur. Your humor's just a little bit unusual. Hilarious.
Still here.
Sealing the time breach. That's strange. Wait, what? Did that used to count as a... Okay, so Darkwater Crossing used to have a different symbol. Okay, that's weird. Because I was confused for a second. because the symbol wasn't matching up. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. And I was like, looked at it again. I'm like, oh, Darkwater Crossing used to have a different symbol.
Be careful around here, mate. This breach is surrounded by trolls. They're a lot smarter than you think. They're banging rocks together now, sure, but once they start wearing pants, whoo, look out.
Alright, that's all the time breaches in East March sealed, so... Alright, where are we at? So we have one major location, which is over here. We have the public dungeon, which is up here, and we'll do that next session for sure. We have 4 sky shards left. One is in the public dungeon. One is over here. One is in the delve over here. Where is that last sky shard? Hold on. So, lost the ruins beyond the grotto. 3 eyes gleam, a frigid prize. Old scroll excelled at hide and seek. How many delves are on my map? There's 1. I don't have the sky shard in that delve? Why did I discover that? Oh, that was such a dumb move. Alright, we're gonna go back and get that one, and then I'm probably gonna call a session after getting that one. So. And then we'll get the we'll do the other delve, we'll do this area, so the 2 sky shards and the last major location and the public dungeon next time. But let's go ahead and grab that last delve, and then we'll call it for the session. I don't have a closer way shrine, so I guess this is gonna just have to ride from here.
I was tired of walking anyway.
But, you know, all in all, not a bad session. We finished Shadowfen, and we got most of East March cleaned up, too. So, I mean, it's definitely much better than the last time we spent the entire stream in Shadowfen. I definitely didn't do right by Shadowfen the first time. But the fact that East March has been so much easier to clean up speaks that I actually did pretty well in East March, all said and done.
I could kill them to run away. Well, no, I guess it would.
Honestly, I don't think I
Maybe
spent
they should
more
try
than
that.
2 or 3 streams in Shadowfen. Like, I think I ran through really quick. Let's pick up this quest. The carved container appears out of place among the broken crates and scattered debris in the old mine. On its closer inspection, it appears to be a well-made barrel urn. Among the designs that decorate the urn is the name of Argvir of Windhelm. I should return this to Argvir. So, on the way back to, on the way to do the public dungeon, we'll do the, we'll turn that into the Agvar.
I hope you're watching.
Alright, and that is where we're going to end off for this time, guys. I want to thank you for watching if you did, and I hope to catch you next time as we continue more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. See you next time, guys. Bye.